Morning light is falling softly through my window, touching all the places where the night was cold. I carried yesterday like a stone inside my chest, walking through the silence, trying hard to rest. I smiled through the hurting, like I knew what I should do. But deep inside the darkness, I was searching for the blue. Then the wind came slowly, whispering my name, saying every broken heart can learn to breathe again. Morning heals yesterday with the light I almost lost. It shines upon my sorrow and melts away the frost. The tears I held so long are drying in the sun. I thought my road was over, but today has just begun. A bird sings in the distance, like a promise in the air, and the room feels a little warmer, like hope is waiting there. I don't have to hide it, all the pain I used to know. Even scars can catch the sunlight when the morning starts to glow. And the flute begins to rise like peace across the sky, and the breath of the pan flute teaches my heart to fly. Morning heals yesterday with the light I almost lost. It shines upon my sorrow and melts away the frost. The tears I held so long are drying in the sun. I thought my road was over, but today has just begun. I am not the night behind me, I am not the tears I cried. There is still a quiet sunrise growing somewhere deep inside. Every step that felt so heavy led me closer to this day. Now I open up my heart and let the morning stay. Morning heals yesterday and turns my pain to light. It holds the dreams I buried and brings them back to life. The world is softly waking and I am waking too. I thought that I was broken, but I'm becoming new. Morning light is falling softly through my window. Yesterday is resting where the healing waters flow.
After sea, holding every broken piece that still belongs to me. The window held the silence, the rain was falling thin. I thought the dark would stay and never let me in. But somewhere in the quiet, a softer sky appeared, and every drop of sorrow started to disappear. There is a light after tears, a sunrise after rain, a gentle hand of morning touching all my pain. I don't have to run from everything I feel. The heart that cried last night is the heart beginning to heal. The world is not so heavy when the sunlight finds the floor, and I can hear the small birds singing outside my door. I breathe a little deeper than I could yesterday. The sadness is still with me, but it's slowly giving way. The flute is like a whisper calling me back home. The pan flute rides the morning and says I'm not alone. There is a light after tears, a sunrise after rain, a gentle hand of morning touching all my pain. I don't have to run from everything I feel. The heart that cried last night is the heart beginning to heal. Every tear I carried was not a sign of shame. It was my heart still hoping someone would call my name. Now the room is glowing and the sky is turning clear. I can feel tomorrow slowly drawing near. There is a light after tears, a promise in the day, a quiet kind of healing that will not fade away. I don't have to hide the wounds that made me real. The heart that cried last night is the heart beginning to heal. After all the tears, the morning holds me near, and the light I almost lost is finally shining here. I breathe again in the morning light. The night is gone, but I'm still alive. I was holding on to a weight I could not name, walking through the the dark with a heart full of rain. Every quiet hour felt longer than before, but somewhere in the silence, hope came through the door. The wind across the window says I'm not the same. I don't have to carry all of yesterday's pain. I breathe again under the open sky. The tears I cried are slowly passing by. I breathe again with the morning in my chest. I thought I lost my way, but I'm learning how to rest. A little song of sunlight is moving through the room, touching all the shadows where my sorrow used to bloom. The road is still uncertain, but I can take one step. The heart that once was broken still has something left. The pan flute rides the morning like a prayer upon the air, and every gentle note reminds me someone cares. I breathe again under the open sky. The tears I cried are slowly passing by. I breathe again with the morning in my chest. I thought I lost my way, but I'm learning how to rest. I am not too late, I am not too far. Even in the darkness there was still a star. Every wound I carry, every night I knew, led me to this moment where I'm becoming new. I breathe again, and the light is coming in. Yesterday is fading, where today begins. I breathe again with a softer kind of grace. The pain has not destroyed me, it only changed my face. I breathe again in the morning light. The night is gone, and my heart is alive. Softly comes the sun through the quiet air, touching all the places I was afraid to share. I woke up with the silence still heavy in my room. The shadows of yesterday were fading in the blue. I didn't need an answer, I didn't need a sign, just a little golden light I'd be fine. And the morning didn't hurry, it simply found my heart like a hand upon my shoulder when I was falling apart. Softly comes the sun, and softly I believe there is still a little hope waiting here for me. Softly comes the sun and warms what I have cried. The pain I kept in darkness is learning to be light. Curtains move like breathing, the birds begin to sing, and every broken feeling feels like a passing thing. I'm not completely healed, but I'm not where I was. The morning holds me gently without asking me to rush, and the flute sings in the distance like peace across the sky. The pan flute answers softly, telling my heart to rise. Softly comes the sun, and softly I believe there is still a little hope waiting here for me. Softly comes the sun and warms what I have cried. The pain I kept in darkness is learning to be light. I don't have to run, I don't have to hide. Even all my scars can open to the light. One more quiet morning, one more gentle breath. Every small beginning is a step away from death. Softly comes the sun, and softly I begin to let a little kindness find its way back in. Softly comes the sun and turns the night away. Yesterday was heavy, but I can live today. Softly comes the sun through the quiet air, and all the pain I carried is lighter than it was there. Raindrops on the window, morning in the sky. Last night left so slowly, but the light is passing by. I heard the rain falling, like the tears I tried to hide. Every drop was speaking for the ache I held inside. The room was full of shadows, heart begin to sleep. Now the clouds are moving softly out of sight, and the flute is like a whisper calling back the light. At the window after rain, I can see the world again. Every little drop of pain is shining in the sun. At the window after rain, I don't have to be the same. What I thought would never heal has slowly just begun. The curtains breathe beside me. The morning feels so kind. A gentle sound of water is washing through my mind. I'm not afraid of sorrow like I used to be before. Even rain can leave a blessing waiting at the door. And the pan flute rides the breeze like a prayer without a name, telling me the heart can grow after all the rain. At the window after rain, I can see the world again. Every little drop of pain is shining in the sun. At the window after rain, I don't have to be the same. What I thought would never heal has slowly just begun. Let the water fall, let the old night go. Every tear I carry, help the morning grow. I can stand here softly, I can let light in. Every broken silence is where hope begins. At the window after rain, there is sunlight on my face. Every little drop of pain is finding its own place. At the window after rain, I can breathe and start again. What I thought would never heal is opening within. Raindrops on the window, morning in the sky. Last night left so slowly, but my heart is still alive. I'm still here after all the rain. holding on through the quiet pain. I thought the night would break me. I thought I'd disappear underneath the silence, underneath the fear. I carried every sorrow like a shadow in my hands. But even in the darkness, some part of me still stands. The morning doesn't ask me to be stronger than I am. It only lays its light upon the places where I ran. I am still here, though the night was long. I am still here, still learning to be strong. Every tear I carried, every wound I couldn't see, did not take the breath that still belongs to me. The world is slowly waking, and I am waking too. The sky is turning softer with a quiet shade of blue. I don't need to hurry, I don't need to hide. Healing is a river moving gently deep inside. The cello holds the sorrow, the flute begins to rise, and the pen-flute in the morning opens up the skies. I am still here, though the night was long. I am still here, still learning to be strong. Every tear I carried, every wound I couldn't see, did not take the breath that still belongs to me. Maybe I was broken, maybe I was tired, maybe I forgot there was still a little fire. But the light is coming closer and my heart begins to clear. After everything I've been through, I am still here. I am still here with the morning on my face. I am still here, held by quiet grace. Yesterday was heavy, but it could not make me disappear. I thought I lost my way, but I am still here. I am still here. After all the rain, and today begins to heal what still remains. A bird sings hope outside my window. little song where the cold winds go. I woke with the silence still resting on my skin. The night had left its shadow somewhere deep within. I didn't feel much stronger, I didn't feel brand new, but a tiny song was rising in the morning blue. It wasn't loud or perfect, it didn't heal me all, but something in that melody helped my heart stand tall. A bird sings hope, and I begin to hear a softer kind of promise whispering through my fear. A bird sings hope, and the morning opens wide. Even after sorrow, there is still a song inside. The sunlight touched the window, the room began to glow, and every breath felt lighter than the ones I used to know. I don't need a miracle to make it through today, just a little sound of kindness to guide me on my way. The flute moves with the daylight like a prayer across the sky, and the pan flute answers gently, teaching me to rise. A bird sings hope, and I begin to hear a softer kind of promise whispering through my fear. A bird sings hope, and the morning opens wide. Even after sorrow, there is still a song inside. Maybe healing starts with one small sound, a note of light when the heart feels down. Maybe I can live one breath one day, letting yesterday slowly fly away. A bird sings hope, and I believe again. The pain I held so tightly is not how this will end. A bird sings hope, and I open up my eyes. Even after sorrow, there is still a song inside. A bird sings hope outside my window, and my heart follows where the soft winds go. Let the night go, let it fade away. Morning is calling with a softer day. I held the dark too tightly, like it was all I knew. Every little memory kept pulling me back through. counted all the reasons why I could not move on, but the window filled with sunlight and the heavy night was gone. The breeze across the curtain says I don't have to stay in the arms of yesterday. When light is on the way, let the night go, let the sorrow fall. You don't have to carry every shadow after all. Let the night go, let the morning in. Every quiet sunrise is a place to start again. Plays so softly, like a hand upon my heart. Every note reminds me healing has to start. I don't need to hurry, I don't need to know how far the road will take me. I just need to let it go. The flute is slowly rising like a bird into the blue, and the pan flute breathes a promise that my heart can make it through. Let the night go, let the sorrow fall. You don't have to carry every shadow after all. Let the night go, sunrise is a place to start again. I release the pain, I release the fear, I release the voices that kept me frozen here. I receive the light, I receive the day, I receive the kindness that is coming my way. Let the night go, let the old wounds rest. Even tired hearts can learn to do their best. Let the night go, let the morning in. Yesterday is fading, and I can breathe again. Let the night go, let it fade away. Morning is holding what I could not say. Warm hands of morning rest upon my soul, touching every place. The night had left cold. I woke up feeling fragile, like glass beneath the light, still carrying the echoes of another lonely night. But the sun came through the window without a word to to say, and somehow my hurting felt lighter than yesterday. The breeze moved through the curtain like a whisper in the air, telling me this morning had come to meet me there. Warm hands of morning hold my tired heart, gather all the broken things and gently make them start. Warm hands of morning tell me I'll be fine. Yesterday was heavy, but today is still mine. The guitar plays softly, like footsteps on the ground. Every little melody turns my fear around. The pan flute in the distance rises with the sun, and I can feel the healing quietly begun. The flute sings like forgiveness across the open blue, and all the pain I carried begins to move on through. Warm hands of morning hold my tired heart, gather all the broken things and gently make them start. Warm hands of morning tell me I'll be fine. Yesterday was heavy, but today is still mine. I don't need to be perfect, I don't need to be strong. I only need this moment to remind me I belong. Every scar is softer in the kindness of the light, and every breath I'm taking leads me out of night. Warm hands of morning lift my face again, teach my wounded spirit how to trust the wind. Warm hands of morning bring the light inside. Yesterday was heavy, but my hope is still alive. Warm hands of morning rest upon my soul, and the heart that once was aching is learning to be whole. Yesterday becomes light in the morning sky. All the pain I carried is learning how to shine. the hurt would stay like a shadow on my name. I thought the tears I cried would always feel the same, but the dawn came slowly with a quiet golden glow and touched the broken places I was afraid to show. Now the wind is moving gently through the silence in my room, and every little scar is opening like a bloom. Yesterday becomes light, and the darkness fades away. What I thought would break me is guiding me today. Yesterday becomes light, softly in my soul. Every wound I carried is helping me feel whole. I don't regret the rain, it taught my heart to grow. Even in the sorrow there were seeds I didn't know. The piano plays a memory, the strings begin to rise, and I can see tomorrow in the color of the skies. The flute sings like forgiveness, the pen-flute writes the breeze, and every breath I'm taking brings me closer to peace. Yesterday becomes light, and the darkness fades away. What I thought would break me is guiding me today. Yesterday becomes light, softly in my soul. Every wound I carried is helping me feel whole. I was never only broken, I was learning how to heal. Every tear became a river, leading me to something real. Now I stand inside the morning with the sun upon my face, and I know the pain I lived through was not the end of grace. Yesterday becomes light, and it shines inside of me. What I thought had taken everything has taught my heart to see. Yesterday becomes light, and the day begins again. Every wound I carried is becoming more than pain. Yesterday becomes light in the morning sky. All the pain I carried is learning how to shine. take one quiet step and let the night pass by. I stood where I had fallen for longer than I knew, holding on to shadows that I thought were true. But morning found my window and called me by my name, saying every broken heart can start another way. The piano plays softly like footsteps on the ground, and somewhere in the distance hope is turning around. The road begins again, even after pain. The sun is on my shoulders and I can walk through rain. The road begins again with every breath I take. Yesterday was heavy, but today is mine to make. I don't know where I'm going, but I know I'm not the same. Every scar behind me has taught me how to change. The flute sings with the daylight, the pan flute rides the air, and all the weight I carried feels lighter when it's shared. The morning doesn't hurry, it only lets me see a path I thought was over, still waiting here for me. The road begins again, even after pain. The sun is on my shoulders and I can walk through rain. The road begins again with every breath I take. Yesterday was heavy, but today is mine to make. Step by step I'm healing, breath by breath I rise. The tears that fell behind me are shining in the light. I am not alone now, I hear the voices near, singing soft behind me, saying I am here. The road begins again, and I am moving on. The night could not defeat me, now I'm walking toward the dawn. The road begins again with hope inside my chest. Yesterday was heavy, but today I'll do my best. The road begins again beneath the morning sky. I take one quiet step and let my heart rise. Quiet heart, open sky, let the morning lift my eyes. to prove. The night had spoken long and deep, but now the world is learning peace. The window opens to the air, and I can feel the silence there. Not empty like it used to be, but full of light returning to me. The sky is wider than my pain, the sun is warmer than the rain, and every breath I take today helps yesterday fade away. Quiet heart, open sky, I don't have to wonder why. Every wound and every tear brought me gently here. Quiet heart, open sky, morning teaches me to rise. What was heavy, what was cold is slowly letting go. The piano finds a simple tone, like footsteps on the road back home. The flute comes in like morning air and tells my soul the peace is there. I'm not rushing to be whole, I'm just learning to let go. One small light, one gentle sound is enough to turn me around. The pan flute moves across the breeze like hope returning quietly, and all the shadows I once knew are fading into softer blue. Quiet heart, open sky, I don't have to wonder why. Every wound and every tear brought me gently here. Quiet heart, open sky, morning teaches me to rise. What was heavy, what was cold is slowly letting go. The need to know where the broken pieces go. Maybe healing means I see there is still a sky for me. I receive the morning light, I receive this quiet life, and the pain I used to hide finds a place to rest inside. Quiet heart, open sky, I can breathe and I can try. Every scar beneath the sun shows how far I've come. Quiet heart, open sky, yesterday is passing by. What was heavy, what was cold is slowly turning gold. Let the morning lift my eyes. Pain can rest.
A quiet morning inside my chest.
I try to push the hurt away, I try to hide the rain, but every time I turned around, it called me by my name.
I thought that healing meant forgetting all I knew, but morning came and whispered, let it rest inside of you.
The piano holds the silence,
The cello holds the night,
and somewhere through the window
there comes a little light. This is where the pain rests, not where my story ends.
This is where my heart learns
How to be my friend. I don't have to fight it,
I don't have to run.
the wound that I was hiding is softening in the sun.
The world outside is waking,
But softly, not too fast,
and I can feel the morning.
making peace with what has passed.
The flute is like a prayer,
The pan flute like the wind,
carrying all my sorrow.
to a place where hope begins.
I breathe a little deeper,
Than I did yesterday,
and all the heavy memories
are slowly finding their way. This is where the pain rests, not where my story ends.
This is where my heart learns
How to be my friend. I don't have to fight it,
I don't have to run.
the wound that I was hiding is softening in the sun. Let it rest, let it breathe. You are more than what you grieve. Let the morning hold your name. You are healing all the same.
Let it rest, let it go, like a river moving slow.
What was broken, what was cold,
Can still turn into gold.
this is where the pain rests, and where the light comes in.
This is where my heart
A
finds
quiet place to begin. I don't have to fear it, I don't have to hide. The wound that I was carrying is learning to be light.
There is a place where the pain can rest.
A quiet morning inside my chest.
Sunlight on my scars, morning on my skin. Something in the silence lets the healing in. I used to hide the places where the pain had left its name. I covered every memory like a secret, like a shame. But morning found the window and touched me where I cried. For the first time in forever, I didn't have to hide.
I see the light upon you where the shadows used to stay. Every scar is speaking of the nights you found your way. You are not only broken, you are not only pain. Even after winter, the flowers bloom again.
I thought the hurt would mark me forever in the dark.
But even wounded places can become a work of art.
There is sunlight on my scars.
There is warmth where I was cold.
Every wound I carry
Has a story to be told.
There is sunlight on my scars.
There is grace inside the pain.
What I thought had broken me
Is learning to bloom again.
The piano plays so gently, like forgiveness in the room. The 팬플루트 lifts the sorrow, like a bird above the blue.
Let the morning hold you. Let the old fear fall apart. You don't have to be unbroken to be worthy of a start.
Every tear is made a river,
Every night is made a sky.
and the light that finds your sorrow.
Is the light that helps you rise.
There is sunlight on my scars.
There is warmth where I was cold.
Every wound I carry
Has a story to be told.
There is sunlight on my scars.
There is grace inside the pain.
What I thought had broken me
Is learning to bloom again.
Let the light come in.
Let it touch what still remains.
Let the morning teach me.
I am more than all my pain.
Let the scars remember.
But let the heart be free.
Yesterday was heavy,
But it does not define me.
There is sunlight on my scars. There is hope beneath my skin.
Every place I thought was ending
Is where I now begin. There is sunlight on my scars.
There is peace after the rain.
What I thought had broken me
Is learning to bloom again.
sunlight on my scars. Morning on my skin.
Something in the silence
Lets the healing in.
A gentle new day is opening my eyes. The morning comes softly with light across the sky.
I don't need to hurry. I don't need to know where every little road is asking me to go.
I only need this moment, this breath inside my chest, a quiet kind of mercy that tells my heart to rest.
The window fills with sunlight.
The curtains move like air, and something in the silence says healing can begin there. A gentle new day is holding me again, like warm light on the places where yesterday had been. trees.
The guitar moves like footsteps
Through the morning breeze
The pan flute brings a promise
that rises with the sun.
Every little sorrow
Is slowly coming undone.
I don't have to be ready
To let a little light
Come softly through the doorway
and lead me out of the night. A gentle new day
Is holding me again
like warm light on the places
Where yesterday had been
a gentle new day is calling me by name. I'm not the same as I was,
But I'm not lost in pain Let the old fear fade
let the new light stay.
Let my tired heart
Find a softer way.
I can start small
I can start small.
I can breathe slow
I can breathe slow.
Even broken seeds Can learn to grow A gentle new day
Is rising in my soul. What I thought was broken is learning to be whole. Gentle new day
Is shining through the rain
Yesterday was heavy, but hope is here again. A gentle new day is opening my eyes. The morning comes softly, and my heart begins to rise.
Tears dry slowly In the morning light What hurt me deeply Is softer in my sight I don't need to smile Before my heart is ready I don't need to stand If my soul still feels unsteady The night was long and heavy And I carried every sound But the sun is on the window And I'm still here somehow The piano plays gently like a hand I used to need And every quiet note is teaching me to breathe Tears dry slowly Underneath the sun Healing is not a race It has only just begun but it's fading with the day. The room is filled with silence, but it doesn't feel so cold. The morning wraps around me like a blanket made of gold. I let the sadness sit here, I let it speak its name. And somehow when I listen, it doesn't hurt the same. The flute comes like a whisper, the pan flute like the air, and all the weight inside me feels lighter when it's shared. Tears dry slowly underneath the sun. Healing is not a race, it has only just begun. Tears dry slowly, but the pain will not stay. Yesterday was heavy, but it's fading with the day. I don't have to hurry, I don't have to be strong. Every broken moment still belongs inside my song. Step by step I'm mending, breath by breath I rise. Even tired hearts can open when the morning fills the skies. Tears dry slowly, and I'm learning to believe. The heart that once was breaking still knows how to receive. Tears dry slowly, but the light is on its way. Yesterday was heavy, but I can live today. Tears dry slowly in the morning light. What hurt me deeply is softer in my sight. The wind says it's okay to let the night move on. The morning holds my name and sings a softer song. I held my breath for hours, afraid to feel the day, afraid that all my sorrow would never fade away. But something in the window was moving with the light, a quiet little whisper that carried me from night. It didn't ask for answers, it didn't ask for more. It only touched my tired heart and opened up the door. The wind says it's okay, you don't to hide. Let the pain of yesterday move slowly with the tide. The wind says it's okay, you can breathe again. Even after all the rain, the sky can still begin. The flute came through the silence like sunlight through the trees, and every little note was bringing me to peace. The pan flute rolled the morning like a prayer across the blue, saying all the things I lost can lead me back to truth. I'm not rushing to be healed, I'm not running from the past. I'm just learning from the breeze that heavy things don't last. The wind says it's okay, you don't have to hide. Let the pain of yesterday move slowly with the tide. The wind says it's okay, you can breathe again. Even after all the rain, the sky can still begin. Let it go, let it rise, like a cloud across the skies.
Let it move, let it fade.
There is light inside the day, and if my heart is still afraid, I will listen anyway.
To the morning,
To the breeze,
to the song that sets me free. The wind says it's okay,
you are more than pain.
every tear that touched your heart can turn to gentle rain.
The wind
Says it's okay,
you can start again.
yesterday is passing by,
And hope
is moving in.
the wind says it's okay to let the night move on. The morning holds my name and sings a softer song. My heart opens again,
Softly with the morning,
a little light comes in.
without a single warning.
I kept the door closed tightly, afraid of what I'd feel, afraid that if I opened, the pain would still be real.
But sunlight touched the window and found me where I stayed. It didn't ask for answers, it only lit the way.
The piano held the silence,
The flute began to rise,
and something warm was moving behind my tired eyes.
my heart opens again, like a flower after rain.
Every broken place inside
Is learning not to hide. My heart opens again
to the kindness of the day. my spirit safe.
But all the walls I built became a lonely place.
Now the morning calls me gently with a voice I understand.
And hope is like a river running through my hands.
The pan flute rides the sunlight,
The breeze begins to sing,
and every breath I'm taking feels like a small beginning.
my heart opens again.
Like a flower after rain, every broken place inside
Is learning not to hide. My heart opens again
to the kindness of the day.
Yesterday was heavy,
But it's slowly moving away.
Open slowly, you are safe.
Let the morning hold your pain. You don't have to rush the light.
Healing grows in quiet ways.
Open softly, breathe it in.
Let the new day now begin.
What was closed and full of fear
Can find its way back here. My heart opens again,
and the light is coming through.
all the dreams I thought were gone are waking up anew.
My heart opens again
To the hope I almost lost. Yesterday was heavy,
but today is worth the cost. My heart
opens again.
softly with the morning,
A little light comes in,
and I am slowly healing.
From sorrow to spring,
The morning starts to sing.
a little light is waking inside everything.
I carried winter in my chest for longer than I knew. Every breath felt heavy under skies of blue.
I thought the cold would stay, I thought my heart was gone.
But somewhere in the silence, a softer light came on.
I see the flowers waiting beneath the quiet ground. Even when the world feels empty, life is still around.
You are not only sorrow,
You are not only rain,
there is a hidden garden
growing through your pain.
The piano holds the memory, the flute begins to rise.
The pan flute rides the morning like spring across the skies.
From sorrow to spring,
My heart begins again. What was cold and broken is opening within.
from sorrow to spring,
The light returns to me. Yesterday was winter, but today can bloom in me.
this morning to help me make it through.
Let the wind be gentle, let the sunlight stay. Every tear you carried can water a new day.
The strings are slowly rising
Like warmth beneath the rain, and every little heartbeat is learning hope again. From sorrow to spring, my heart begins again. What was cold and broken is opening within. From sorrow to spring, the light returns to me. Yesterday was winter, but today can bloom in me.
Ooh, let the morning rise.
Ooh, let the flowers find the light.
I was not forgotten in the coldest part of me.
Even after darkness, there is still a sea.
Now I let the season change.
Now I let my heart believe.
All the pain I walk through can become a field of peace. From sorrow to spring,
I can feel the healing start.
every frozen memory.
Is melting in my heart.
Sorrow to spring,
The sky is soft and wide. Yesterday was winter, but today I'm alive. From sorrow to spring,
the morning starts to sing.
a little light is waking inside everything.
I walk toward the light, one step at a time. The morning opens softly, and healing becomes mine. I used to stand in the shadows, afraid to move again, afraid that every footstep would lead me back to pain. But the road beneath the sunrise is calling me today, and something in the silence is showing me the way. The guitar moves like footsteps, the piano holds my heart, the pen-flute lifts the sorrow and helps the day to start. I walk toward the light, though the night was long. I carry all my weakness, and still I'm moving on. I walk toward the light with hope inside my chest. Yesterday was heavy, but today I'll do my best. I don't need to know the distance, I don't need to see the end. I only need the courage the quiet blue, and every breath I'm taking leads me somewhere new. I walk toward the light, though the night was long. I carry all my weakness, and still I'm moving on. I walk toward the light with hope inside my chest. Yesterday was heavy, but today I'll do my best. Step by step, breath by breath, I am more than what I left. Day by day, light by light, I am walking out of night. I don't have to run, I don't have to hide. I can let the morning meet me where I am inside. I walk toward the light, and the dawn is rising too. Everything I thought was gone is slowly coming through. I walk toward the light with a softer kind of grace. Yesterday was heavy, but hope is on my face. I walk toward the light, one step at a time. The morning opens softly, and healing becomes mine. The morning forgives me before I say a word. It holds all my silence like a song unheard. I carried my mistakes like stones inside my hands. Every little moment I could not understand.
I blamed myself for falling, I blamed myself for pain. But the sunlight on the window does not ask me to explain.
The piano plays softly like kindness in the room, and every note is telling me I don't have to be consumed. The morning forgives me, and I can forgive myself. I can lay the weight down I carried by myself. The morning forgives me with a gentle kind of light. Yesterday was heavy, but I can heal inside. The sky is wide and open,
The air is warm and slow,
and all the things I held too tight
are learning how to go. The flute sings like person I became.
Every scar is part of me,
But not my only name.
the morning forgives me,
And I can forgive myself.
I can lay the weight down,
I carried by myself.
the morning forgives me, with a gentle kind of light.
Yesterday was heavy, but I can heal inside. I was doing all I could with the heart I had back then.
Maybe grace begins the moment
I choose to breathe again.
I release the old regret.
I receive the day
I am learning slowly,
to meet myself with grace.
the morning forgives me,
And hope is moving in.
every closed and hurting place
Is opening within. The morning forgives me, and I can finally see
the light I searched the world for
was waiting here in me.
the morning forgives me,
Before I say a word, it holds all my silence like a song unheard.
small hope in the window, soft light on the floor. I thought my heart was empty, but there is something more. I woke up feeling quiet, like the night was still inside, a little tired from the tears I never meant to hide. The room was full of silence, but not as cold as before. There was a small light waiting beside the window door. It didn't try to save me, it didn't speak too loud. It only touched the shadows and moved them like a cloud.
Small hope in the window,
Stay a little while.
teach my tired heart how to softly smile. Small hope in the window,
Let the morning in,
yesterday was heavy,
but I can start again. The flute came through the sunlight like a whisper in the air, and every gentle note told me someone still could care. The pan flute in the distance rose above the rain, and all the broken places felt less afraid of pain.
You don't need a miracle to make it through today. Just one little light can help you find your way.
You don't need to be ready, You don't need to be strong.
Even quiet hope can carry you along.
Small
Hope in the window.
stay a little while.
Teach this tired heart how to softly smile. Small hope in the window.
Let the morning in.
Yesterday was heavy,
But we
can start again.
I thought hope had left me somewhere in the rain, but it came back softly and called me by my name.
Let it grow slowly, let it breathe inside. Even the smallest light can open up the sky. Small hope in the window.
Now I see you shine.
You were always waiting on the edge of time. Small hope in the window.
You have found my heart,
Yesterday was heavy,
but today can start. Small hope in the window. Soft light on the floor. I thought my heart was empty, but there is something more. Still breathing, still here. After all the night, after all the fear. I thought I had no strength to make it through the dark. I thought the pain had taken the last light from my heart. But morning found me waiting with tired open hands, and somehow I was standing where I thought I could not stand. The piano holds the silence, the cello holds the rain, and every gentle note says I am more than pain. I'm still breathing after all I've been through, still believing there is light coming through. I'm still breathing, though the night was long, yesterday was heavy, but my heart is not gone. The window glows with sunlight, the room begins to warm, and every little shadow is softening its form. I don't have all the answers, I don't know where to start, but I can feel the morning moving through my heart. The flute begins to rise like a prayer in the air, answers softly, saying hope is still there. I'm still breathing after all I've been through, still believing there is light coming through. I'm still breathing, though the night was long, yesterday was heavy, but my heart is not gone. I am not the wound, I am not the fall, I am not the silence that once covered all. I am every sunrise I have yet to see. I am still becoming who I'm meant to be. I'm still breathing with the morning on my face, still receiving a quiet kind of grace. I'm still breathing, and the day is moving on. Yesterday was heavy, but my heart is not gone. Still breathing, still here. After all the night, the light is drawing near. Softly to the sea, all the pain I held inside is slowly leaving me. I stood beside the water with a tired heart in hand, watching all my memories move across the sand. With a quiet golden light, and every little wave was carrying the night. You don't have to hold it, you don't have to know where the sorrow travels when you let it go. The current knows the story, the wind knows what to say. Even heavy hearts can be carried away. The guitar moves like water, the piano softly plays, the panflute rides the sunlight and leads us through the day. A river carries yesterday far beyond my hands. Every tear I could not speak is flowing through the land. The river carries yesterday, and morning sets me free. What I thought would stay forever is slowly leaving me. I don't need to fight it, I don't need to hide. I can let the river take what hurts inside. The flute sings over water like a prayer without a name, and every breath between us feels softer than the pain. The sky is wide and open, The breeze is moving slow, and all the things we carry are learning how to go. A river carries yesterday far beyond my hands. Every tear I could not speak is flowing through the land. A river carries yesterday, and morning sets me free. What I thought would stay forever is slowly leaving me. Let it flow, let it flow, let it fade, let it fade. Let the water find its way. Let it move, let it move, let it rest, let it rest. Let the morning do the rest. We are not the pain behind us, we are not the tears we knew. We are standing by the river with the light coming through. The river carries yesterday into softer blue. Every wound I gave the water turns to something new. A river carries yesterday, and hope returns to me. What I thought would stay forever is flowing to the sea. Yesterday, softly to the sea. All the pain I held inside is slowly leaving me. The day begins softly, with light upon the floor. A quiet kind of morning is knocking at my door. I wake without an answer, I rise without a plan. Just a little breath of sunlight resting in my hands. The night was full of questions I couldn't understand. But morning doesn't hurry, it simply lets me stand. The piano moves gently, like kindness in the air. And every little silence tells me peace is there. The day begins softly, and I begin again. Not with perfect courage, but with a quiet friend. The day begins softly, and my heart can slowly see. Yesterday was heavy, but today is holding me.
Every simple moment feels like a healing thing.
The flute comes through the window,
The pan flute rides the breeze,
and all the weight inside me
is slowly finding peace.
I don't need to rush now.
I don't need to know. Healing comes in whispers and teaches me to grow. The day begins softly,
And I begin again,
not with perfect courage.
but with a quiet friend.
The day begins softly.
And my heart can slowly see,
Yesterday was heavy,
but today
is holding me. Let the light be gentle,
let the morning stay,
let the old pain loosen.
and quietly fade away.
I can start with breathing, I can start with grace. I can let the sunlight find my tired face. The day begins softly,
And hope is moving in,
every wounded place inside
is learning to begin.
The day begins softly.
And I am not alone,
Yesterday was heavy,
but today
feels like home.
the day begins softly, with light upon the floor, a quiet kind of morning is opening the door. Healing in the breeze, moving through the morning,
Touching every wound,
without a word of warning. I woke with yesterday still resting on my mind, a little ache inside me I thought I'd leave behind.
but the window opened softly, and the morning breathed in slow, like it knew the hidden places where my tired heart would go.
Let the wind be gentle,
Let it meet you where you are,
even quiet healing.
can travel very far.
You don't need to answer
Every pain you feel
sometimes all the heart needs.
is time enough to heal.
The flute moves like a whisper,
The pan flute like the sky,
and every breath between us
teaches pain to fly.
there is healing in the breeze.
There is peace inside the air.
Every sorrow that I carried
Feels lighter when it's shared.
There is healing in the breeze.
There trees. Yesterday was heavy, but today is carrying me.
The piano plays a memory,
The guitar walks along,
and somewhere in the quiet,
my heart becomes a song.
let the morning hold you.
Let the old night disappear
You are not the broken story.
that kept you frozen here.
The streams rise like a sunrise,
The birds begin to sing.
and every little sound.
Feels like a softer beginning.
There is healing in the breeze.
There is peace inside the air.
Every sorrow that I carried,
Feels lighter when it's shared.
there is healing in the breeze.
There is sunlight through the trees. Yesterday was heavy, but today is carrying me.
I let go of the shadow.
I let go of the fear.
I let the light come closer.
I let the morning near.
Breath by breath,
I'm healing.
day by day,
I see
all the pain behind me.
can be softened by the breeze.
There is healing in the breeze.
There is hope inside my heart.
Every place that felt like ending,
Is becoming a new start.
there is healing in the breeze.
There is grace beneath the sky. Yesterday was heavy, but today I rise.
Healing in the breeze,
Moving through the morning, touching every wound, and quietly restoring.
no more alone. The morning calls my name. No more alone. The light comes through the rain. I walk through the night with nobody by my side, holding every sorrow I was too afraid to hide. The room was full of silence, the sky was far away, but something in the sunrise came close to me today.
The piano held my heartbeat. The flute began to rise, and every gentle note put light back in my eyes.
No more alone. I can feel the morning near.
No more alone.
There is comfort in the air.
Even when my heart was tired, even when my hope had flown, the light was always reaching to tell me I'm not alone.
1,000 voices.
I don't need a crowded room.
Just one small sound of kindness
Can soften all the gloom.
The pen-flute rise the daylight,
The breeze moves through the trees.
and every breath I'm taking brings me closer back to peace.
I thought I had to carry,
All the pain inside my chest,
but morning came beside me and gave my spirit rest. No more alone.
I can feel the morning near.
No more alone.
There is comfort in the air.
Even when my heart was tired, even when my hope had flown, the light was always reaching to tell me I'm not alone.
If I fall, the light will find me.
If I cry, the day will stay.
If I lose my way in silence,
Hope will gently call my name.
I receive the quiet kindness.
I receive the open sky.
I am held by something warmer
Than the fear I kept inside.
No more alone. There is healing in the sun. No more alone. A new day has begun.
Even after all the sorrow, even after nights unknown, the morning stands beside me, and I am not alone.
No more alone.
The morning calls my name.
No more alone.
The light comes through the rain.
Light through the curtains, soft upon the floor. Something in the morning is opening the door. I woke up with the shadows still resting in my room. The night had left its silence like a quiet shade of blue. I didn't ask for answers, I didn't ask for more. Just a little bit of sunlight to reach across the floor. The piano plays gently, like a whisper to my heart, and every note reminds me healing has to start. Light through the curtains finds me where I am. moves like a soft wind across the waking air. The pan flute answers quietly, like someone saying, I am there. I can feel the old fear loosening its hold as the room fills up with kindness in a gentle shade of gold. I don't have to hurry, I don't have to be strong. Even quiet healing can carry me along. Light through the curtains finds me where I am, touches all the places I could not understand. Light through the curtains warms the pain I knew. Yesterday was heavy, but the morning still comes through. Let it in slowly, let it touch my face. Let the old night soften in this quiet place. I receive the morning, I receive the morning, I receive the day, I receive the day, I receive the promise that I'll find my way. Light through the curtains shines inside my chest. Every tired feeling is learning how to rest. Light through the curtains turns the darkness blue. Yesterday was heavy, but hope is coming through. Light through the curtains, soft upon the floor. Something in the morning is opening the door. When hope returns, it doesn't make a sound. It comes like morning light, softly touching the ground. I thought I lost the feeling that I could rise again. I thought the road was over somewhere in the rain. I kept my dreams in silence, afraid to let them breathe. But the morning found the places where I still believed. The piano plays a memory, the flute begins to rise, and something in the quiet brings color to the skies. When hope returns, it comes gently through the pain, like sunlight on the window after days of rain. When hope returns, my heart begins to see
was gone forever was waiting here in me.
The pan flute rides the morning like a bird above the trees. The guitar walks beside me with a soft and steady peace.
I don't need a perfect answer, I don't need a shining sign,
just a little warmth inside me
saying I'll be fine.
The strings are slowly rising like the day begins to bloom,
and every breath I'm taking makes a little more room.
When hope returns, it comes gently through the pain,
like sunlight on the window after days of rain.
When hope returns, my heart begins to see
what I thought was gone forever
was waiting here in me.
Hope was never far away, it was resting in your heart. Even in the darkest night, it was shining from the start.
You don't have to chase the light,
You don't have to run.
open up your tired hands and
Receive the morning sun. Hope returns in quiet ways
through the breath.
through the day.
What was hidden, what was small,
Can become the light in
when hope returns, the morning opens wide.
Every tear I carried finds a river to the light.
When hope returns, I can finally believe.
Yesterday was heavy, but tomorrow waits for me. When hope returns,
It doesn't make a sound
it comes like morning light.
and lifts me from the ground. Thank you, morning, for finding me here, for touching my sorrow and drying my tears. I came from a night that felt too long to bear, with shadows in my breathing and silence everywhere. But you came through the window with a gentle golden light, and somehow all my hurting felt softer in your sight.
You didn't ask for answers, you didn't ask me why. You simply held the places where my heart was tired,
And every little sunbeam fell softly on my pain,
like heaven had remembered how to call my name again.
The piano plays the memory,
The flute begins to rise,
The pan flute rides the morning
like a prayer across the skies.
Thank you, morning, for helping me begin,
for opening the places where the light could enter in.
Thank you, morning, for staying when I cried.
Yesterday was heavy, but today I feel alive.
I learned that tears can water the flowers yet to bloom. I learned that even sorrow can leave a little room
For hope to come in quietly, for peace to take its place, for every broken moment to be softened by grace.
The strings rise like a sunrise,
The birds begin to sing,
and every breath inside me
feels like a healing thing.
Thank you, morning, for helping me begin,
for opening the places where the light could enter in.
Thank you, morning, for staying when I cried.
Yesterday was heavy, but today I feel alive.
Oh, I am not the pain behind me,
I am not the fear I knew
I am every quiet sunrise.
that still comes shining through.
And if tomorrow finds me,
With another heavy heart,
I will remember morning
knows how to restart. Thank you, morning,
for lifting up my eyes,
for turning all my sorrow toward a softer sky. Thank you, morning,
for the light I almost lost.
every wound I carried has led me here across. Thank you, morning,
For the peace inside the rain.
yesterday was heavy, but I can live again.
Thank you, morning,
For finding me here,
for touching my sorrow
and drying